ibn Ubay ibn Salul, the head of the Munafiqeen, wasn't he there seeing Allah's Prophet, talking to Allah's Prophet, praying immediately behind Allah's Prophet in the first row in the masjid? And we can go on and on. So this definition doesn't hold any weight, especially in light of the ayah. And the ayah here, there's no question mark about it, as there may be about such meanings that are purported to be hadith. The ayah that speaks to us directly from Allah's book says, Muhammadun Rasulullah والذين معه الشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا. Muhammad is the apostle, the messenger of Allah. And those who are with him, وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ أَشِدَّاءُ عَلَى الْكُفَّارِ رُحَمَاءُ بَيْنَهُمْ. Those who are with him are strong and fierce against the kuffar. They are cordial and they are compassionate towards each other. You see them, you visualize them رُكَّعًا سُجَّدًا. When they come together in front of Allah in ruku' and in sujood. They are seeking from Allah His satisfaction and His plentiness. And notice the wording of the Quran. وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ. It doesn't mean that those who are around the Prophet are with him. But this new propaganda that is being churned out by a dynastic government wanted to confuse the suhbah with the ma'iyah. Wanted to confuse those who were around the Prophet with those who were living and sacrificing and were sharing the responsibilities of being with him. So we have this effect that now had taken its course, and the reverberations of it are still alive in today's world. It's very hard now to come to people, Muslims, and tell them, re-gauge yourself, remake your thoughts, with the primary influence being the Quran and the Prophet. And then these other issues that came into play in history, these should be weeded out. When Allah subhanahu says that those who are with Allah's Prophet are ruhama'u baynahum, did this king, Muwaiyah, did he express any of this compassion or this mercy towards those who were around Allah's Prophet when he was influenced by the form of government in Sham? He had an advisor called Sarjun al-Rumi. Now you would think that if a person's main influence is going to be from the Quran, what do you need? We didn't experience in the personalities of the four leaders of Muslims that preceded him, we didn't experience any of them having advisors from Byzanta or from Al-Ruman or from Al-Furs, the predominant powers at that time. This ruler right now, he created things, he developed things that didn't exist before. Now he sits on something equivalent to a throne. We don't know Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman and Ali sitting on something that looks like a throne. Now he has personal guards. He has an entourage. He has security personnel around him. Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman and Ali didn't have any of that. There were copper coins that were minted in Ilya in Palestine that had Muawiyah's image on them. In a copycat manner, he wanted to be just like the Roman kings, and those who saw these coins say that they are a bad or an incomplete duplicate of what the Romans had. Now he also had this new king in Islamic history. He had eunuchs, men who have lost their virility. Inside the inner circle of this new prominent figure in the Muslims' lives. These didn't exist before. And still, with this information, Muawiyah's advocate, Muawiyah's public relations man, Amr ibn Al As, tried to use this Qurashiyya, this line of legitimacy, when he was arguing with Abi Musa al-Ash'ari, who was representing the other side of Al-Imam Ali. And Amr was trying to convince him of Muawiyah's qualifications by saying, but he is also related to the Prophet. The Prophet was married to his sister, Habiba. So they were trying to use that. See, all of these are attempts at trying to legitimize the usurpation of power. Something that still up until this day we cannot penetrate with our thinking minds and undo, at least in a theoretical sense, the purported legitimacy of today's rulers. A person goes up to Muawiyah. Well, before this advocate and this public relations, Amr ibn Al As, after he couldn't convince Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, what did he tell him? We looked at this issue from the other side months ago. Now we're looking at it from this side. He says a statement that should be ringing in everyone's ears nowadays, because it speaks exactly of today's political opportunists. When in the middle of a civil war among the Muslims, it appeared that the only way this civil war is going to come to an end is by a person who, and this is the way Amr ibn Al As, almost the alter ego of Muawiyah, expressed it. These are his words.